Hello. Okay. We have sound. Maybe not. There. Now it's centered, I think. Yeah. As usual, I'll wait for 10 to 15 minutes-ish for people to show up. Until then, it'll be pretty quiet. Probably. Move these extra pieces off to the side. Actually, I just thought of a different setup for this whole thing. If we put each set on either side. Wait, no. Like that? Yeah, there we go. That looks good. Then this one, go on the other side like that. Yeah. Oh shoot, I'm blanking on which one goes on which side. Hold on, where did I put the instruction booklets? Oh yeah, here they are. Okay, so this guy's on this side. And so are these two. everyone else is on this side. Like, well, you're kind of out of frame a little bit. Well, no, I can put them like that. Sort of covering the box. That's not bad. They can almost stay there. But not quite, I think, because... Well, I will have to move them eventually. Move everything, I mean. Wait. We'll wait a couple more minutes. And we'll open this big box in front of us. Maybe I can have these aliens front and center a little bit. Oops. Here, hold on. Do that. Like so. Then there, and yes, we have just enough room, I think. Almost, okay. Back them up a little further then. Like so. That's probably good, right? Yeah. All right, we're at 10 minutes. We'll start. We'll wait a little bit longer and then start on the set. I really liked building these aliens on Tuesday. They're so wacky and weird, and some of them use the same building techniques a little bit, like you can see with these two, but they're still so different from each other. I love it. For anyone in the future who watches this when it's not live, let me know which of these aliens is your favorite. I think I said last stream on Tuesday, earlier this week, that this tall one here and the guy with the arms are my two favorites. Out of these 9, I think it is. Coming up on 13 minutes, and I think that's when I'll clear off the area and we'll start this set. Alright, that's 13 minutes. We'll put all these guys off to the side. Might come back to them later. We'll see. These out of the way. And we'll put it all over here. Why not? And we'll open this up. Let's see here. Oh. Whoa. Alright. Here's our instruction booklet. It looks like, yeah, we're gonna need scissors for that. There we go. Two books. Wait. Hold on. How many books are here? 1, 2, 3, 4? That's so weird. The space set I did before only had 1 whole book. Why does this one have 4 separate books? That's weird. Or maybe it's not weird. I don't know. Oh yes. Set that up. And we'll start with book 1. Book 1, bag 1. Put these other books off to the side. Ah. There we go. Go. All right. Minifigure first, as always. Let's see. There we go. There's his helmet. Where? Oh, there, his legs. And visor. Never remember. No, the other way, like that. There we go. And now his wheelchair. What is this? I don't think it matters which way it goes. Where is the other wheel? Oh, well, I need this. And... ah, there it is. There's the wheelchair. I'm not sure how exactly this works. Like, it's cool, you know, you got this guy in a wheelchair who's an astronaut, but I'm not entirely sure how well that works practically in real life. How you... but, I don't know, I guess this is sci-fi, so, like, you know, you can have a guy in a wheelchair on this whatever planet it is. So it all works out. Kind of. Where is... oh, we get an extra wheel. Cool. Ah, here it is. I think this is like the... I'm not even sure what to call it. The launch pad, I guess, that this wheelchair person gets into their vehicle. There's like a little vehicle for the person. Ah, shoot, I already messed up. Good thing we got a brick separator. But there's a little like spaceship thing that the guy in the wheelchair can go on. So that's probably what we're building here. Here we go. Oh, we need that. And here we go. Here we go. Now, these. There's the other one. And now it begins. Our first sticker. Alright, let's see here. Looks like it's this one. The last set was really nice. Well, the last two sets on Tuesday that I did were nice because they didn't have any stickers. Yay. How's that? That's not awful. Hey? Pretty good. Could be better. Can't change it now, though. Right. Like so. Right now. That and like that. Put that on there. And then this goes on there. And this goes on there. And then what do we need? These goes on like that. Then these pieces on the bottom. That on the top. Like that. Put that off to the side for now. Here we go. Oh, oops. Nope. Like that. There we go. And now, the guy in the wheelchair can fit on there just like so. That's pretty cool, actually. That's a neat little vehicle. Oh, oops. Hold on. Yeah, like that. There. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Huh. All right. Now on to the main model, it looks like. Yeah, that's right. Like that and like that. Okay, this is a long piece. Across the whole thing? Interesting. Like so. Then this goes there? Yeah, looks like it. And oh, hello. How are you today? Oh, here we go. Pretty good. I mean, I'm building Lego, so it's always a good day when you're building Lego, right? Well, when you can find all the pieces and, well, when you have all the pieces spread out in front of you and stuff. When you have to look for them, not quite as fun. Ah. Right. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty quiet stream, though. I don't think that there's really any sort of big thing to talk about since I last streamed. No kind of movie trailers for upcoming stuff, exciting movies or whatever, you know, so. The set, hold on, I'll grab the box. It's called, you can't see it. Hold on. I'll move this. And there. You can kind of see it. It's a little blurry. The Space Science Lab is what we're building today. Maybe I should just have this on the screen at all times. Hold on. I'll move these bags, and then if I do that, yeah, that kind of works. And then I can put this here. If I just move a couple things out of the way. There we go. I've got like a proper setup here. Oh, this guy's gonna have to move though. Yeah, I was kind of kidding about the no big reveals or anything. 'Cause I did want to bring up the TF1 trailer. Talk about that a little bit. What did you think of the trailer? Right, yeah, that looks right. Yeah, I think Bumblebee could have easily been replaced with Dion, but obviously Bumblebee is the more popular character, so we're just gonna have to accept that. Yeah, well, that's an interesting thing to bring up because I think we might just have to, or Jazz or Ratchet. Yeah, that's true. Maybe not Ratchet, but Jazz would have been a good choice, I think. But with Megatron being the one suggesting that they escape to the surface, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll just have to wait and see when the movie comes out about everyone's motivations and characteristics and stuff. But it could almost be even more tragic than that Megatron is the evil one, because it's like he didn't want to go to the surface even, right? And so he's not not necessarily forced into a villain role, but you know, can be even more tragic that way, I guess. I personally think it looks great as well. I like the animation. Okay, yeah, so well, let's let's split it up into different sections. For right now, I'll talk about the animation. I like it. I know a lot of people were expecting something like Spider-Verse or closer to the War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron games. I think it is a little closer to the War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. It's just that those games were really dark and not like narratively necessarily, but visually they were dark. So, like, I'm sure if there's like a nighttime scene or something in the movie, then it'll look more like the animation from the Cybertron games. I also really like the designs. Do I have a favorite design? I don't know. I don't think I do. Oh, hold on. Oh no, I built that right. Okay. No, I don't think I have. Oh, oops. I don't think I have a favorite design. They're all pretty good. I like that Megatron has his black helmet. That's kind of cool. The interesting thing to keep in mind is that these are all like their base level designs, right? Like this is, well, and we've been calling them Optimus and Megatron throughout this whole thing, talking about it. They're not Optimus and Megatron. They're Orion Pax and D16. That is, yeah, bringing up the noses is a good point. I think I saw on Reddit somewhere that, somebody removed their noses. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. But on Reddit, I saw a post where somebody removed their noses, and it looked so weird. Like, it worked for some of the characters, but most of them, it looked really wrong. So I think it's just a design thing. Because, like, well, if you look at something like Transformers Prime, Optimus in that show doesn't have a nose, but I can't think of any other character specifically, but I know that there are other characters who it's not that they have a nose, but they have, well, it kind of looks like they have a nose, right? A nose type shape on their face, I guess. And so it just depends on the character if, like, they need that to sort of complete the look or not, right? Yep. Exactly, yeah. And I guess that's part of it too, is that it, without the nose, it can sometimes look like just a blank area where it should be something, right? But there's nothing there, and so it would look weird otherwise. I think that's all I have to say about the visuals, though. Ooh, what do you think about Cybertron being more green or having plants and animals? Because I think that that's something that's a bit up for contention. Some people aren't. Some people don't like that. What are your thoughts? Yeah, well, that's something, that's exactly my opinion as well, is that in the past, the reason that we haven't seen vegetation or animals is that it's been, we've only seen Cybertron in the middle of the war or like just after the war. It hasn't necessarily been before the war, and so we haven't seen an alive Cybertron before. So yeah, that's basically my opinion is the same as yours. I very much like the Cybertron to look alive, like how you put it. And this isn't even the first time that Cybertron has had like plants and animals and stuff. So. What else is there to talk about? I guess. Yeah, well, you don't necessarily always have to have an explanation for everything, but that's a good point. That's exactly right about Primus and creating the Transformers and everything. That all these other plants and animals could just be experimentations, or like a byproduct of the Allspark or something. You know, like I don't know, but yeah. I was gonna say, what do you think about the humor, I guess, in the trailer? Because continuing on what people haven't liked about the trailer is a lot of people are saying that it's too goofy or there's too much humor in it, too many jokes. What do you think about that? Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. That's why. There we go. There we go. I think this is the door. Yeah. So move these other pieces out of the way. Ta-da! That's pretty cool. It's got a sliding door like that. And it's very smooth, actually. It's really good. Okay. I don't know if you want some. Propose the idea of That's, yeah. I do watch Conan and Cam, by the way. And that's a good point. I don't remember him saying that, but I'll take your word for it. And I agree that it could very well just be a marketing tactic to get people in seats and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if the jokes that we see in the trailer, if that's just all the jokes in the entire movie, right? They put all the jokes from the movie into the trailer, is what I'm trying to say. And then the rest of the movie is like, not super dark, but yeah, well, that's fair. Yeah, not that it's going to be super dark, but just that, it won't be always lighthearted, right? And goofy and stuff. A lot of people think that the humor in the movie is bad, or not in the movie, yeah, in the trailer is bad. I don't agree with that. I mean, not every joke landed, but a lot of them did. I like the them learning to transform with, Optimus losing his head, Bumblebee needing wheels and whatever. I thought that was really funny, personally. Yeah, that's what I heard too. And that it's very lore heavy, which is why I'm excited for the movie. And for people complaining, I think the best way to look at this movie is like it's a movie where Orion Pax and D16 are the main characters. Like nobody knows, only the fans know who Orion Pax and D16 are, right? So as a Transformers fan, for me, it's exciting to see that general audiences are going to be able to discover and know who these characters are and who they were, I guess, right? Optimus Prime and Megatron, who they were before they became enemies. That's exciting to me. Anyway, we're moving on to the second booklet here. There's 4 booklets in this set, which I thought was very weird, but whatever. Move these extra pieces off to the side. Stories being completely changed. I agree. That's also an interesting thing to talk about, is the story changes that are being made in this movie. I know, like, on TikTok and all the social media stuff, when the trailer first came out, I would see, I don't like it because Orion Pax should be a data clerk, or I don't like it because Megatron's supposed to be a gladiator. Like, yeah, I'm sure that they'll still do some kind of jealousy angle in the movie. I can totally see them doing that. Yeah, I agree with you about the job change thing. I'm not too bothered by it either. I think I'm coming at it from like a storyteller's point of view, I guess you could say, that if it services the story better, then yeah, do it, right? Also, uh, Orion has gone through like 6 different job changes throughout the years. In G1, he wasn't even a data clerk, right? He was a dock worker. So it's not the first time that they've changed his job. Oh no, you've outed me as a fake Transformers fan. Whatever will I do? Because I don't remember the exact lore of everything. Yeah, exactly. There's a police officer in IDW, so he's like uh gone through so many different jobs. And it depends if you look at all those different stories, right? Where he has a different job, it's to service the plot of the story. You look at Transformers Prime in the Aligned continuity. The reason he's a data clerk is so that he sees all the corruption and stuff going on Cybertron and wants to do something about it, right? You look at IDW and it's kind of a similar thing where he's a police officer, so he's gets to see up close and personal what life is like on Cybertron, right? I haven't read IDW, so I'm just going off of what I do know a little bit and what I've seen, but as far as I know, that's the gist of Optimus in the IDW comics. Or Orion Pax, I guess. Feel free to correct me. I guess there's that toy packaging for Arachnid. I forgot about that. I was about to say we haven't seen good pictures of Arachnid, but that would be a lie. I would have to take a closer look at Arachnid's head. I haven't actually looked at it too closely. I think it's interesting that she has blue eyes on the packaging. That fascinates me. Yeah, me too. The comic dubs. That's for IDW. I've watched so many of those too. There's a lot of talented people out there. But then Soundwave's design, I personally really like it. It's homaging the original toy. I think that's obvious. And it's a unique design for Soundwave. Maybe they are purple. Again, I haven't taken a good look, but I thought that the packaging art for the toy, they had her eyes blue. But I could be wrong. Okay. Excuse me. Ugh, oof. Oh, I did not build this right. Yeah. That's like the color they're supposed to be, right? They're supposed to be purple. But I would imagine that it's like, this is when everyone was good and friends and friendly and stuff, right? and nobody's evil. And they all lived in harmony until the Fire Nation attacked. Until the Quintessons attacked. There we go. Gotta get these straight. Let's see here. What else is there to talk about the trailer? Oh, the voices. What do you think about the voices for the characters? I am pleasantly surprised. I think Megatron's really the only one that, well, I don't have a problem with it, but Megatron's the only one that's a little weird right now. But I can see, and that's just because it's friendly Megatron, right? He's not evil yet, but I can totally see, who is it? Brian Tyree Henry, I think, right? I think he can pull off an intimidating Megatron. And a lot of people were concerned about Chris Hemsworth. He barely sounds like Chris Hemsworth. Oh, great. This piece is being a little annoying. There we go. Yeah, he barely sounds like Chris Hemsworth. I'm very impressed. Bumblebee's fine, you know. Whatever, it's Bumblebee. I don't care that much for Bumblebee. I'm all Bumblebee'd out. And then Alita, Scarlett Johansson is Alita. It's fine. It's like, I don't have a problem with it. It's just, you know, it's Alita 1. Yeah, that's true. I think it would be a bit of a weird, unless they do something. Ooh, that would be interesting. Oh, okay. So, well, I was gonna say that, going from Brian Tyree Henry to Frank Welker for Megatron would be a little bit weird sounding, I think. But then I thought that it would be interesting if they actually did something to explain that, like something happens to D16, so you got like a different voice, almost like Darth Vader and sorry, an Anakin Skywalker Darth Vader situation, right, where he gets like a different voice, kind of, right? That would be interesting for Megatron. Yeah, exactly. That's my thinking behind Alita as well, is that she doesn't really have a specific voice, so, or an iconic one like Optimus and Megatron. Kind of the same thing with Bumblebee. He doesn't really have a specific voice or a specific way that he sounds. It'll be interesting, too, to see what role the Quintessons play in the movie. I mean, obviously, they're going to be antagonists, but is it going to be, like, you know, the Cybertronian race versus the Quintessons? Or, you know, what's going on here? Are they more so just being teased as a villain, or I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I was saying before about, D16 and Ryan Pax, right? Is that, like, barely anybody knows who Elita 1 is. So, even if you are a fan of Transformers, right? You could totally not know who Elita 1 is and be a fan of Transformers. So, having all those characters in a movie is so exciting, whether it be bad or not. Yeah, that's... I don't think we've seen straight up Sharkticons, have we? Because I know that there was the one shot in the trailer with, that was Alpha Trion, but people are thinking that it's, Alpha Trion in alt mode, I mean. But people think it's a Sharkticon or Grimlock or something. But no, it's, Alpha Trion in his alt mode. Sentinel Prime is probably going to be so fun in the movie as well. He'll probably be a character that is like, you love to hate, you know? Because, that is just... Oh, oops. There we go. That is basically Sentinel Prime, he's a character that you'd love to hate. In most versions, anyway, of Sentinel Prime. Yeah. Do they look like Sharkticons? I'd have to look... I'd have to watch that scene again. But they look... It looks like they have tentacles to me, but maybe they don't. I don't know. I like that the Quintessons look organic. That's something else that I think is a good decision on the movie's part. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's all I was going to say about them anyway. Well, as long as you can say Quintesson correctly, I think you're okay. As long as you're not saying Quintesson. What else is there to talk about with the movie? Yeah, Alpha Trion's alt mode is an interesting one. I'm not bothered by it at all. Again, with a lot of things, I don't hate it, but I also am not like, oh my goodness, this is so cool. Wait. Oh, yeah. What would you call him, though? It'd probably be uni something, right? That'd be cool. But I guess Alpha Trion's alt mode is kind of like the voices thing we were talking about earlier, how it's like he doesn't necessarily have a specific alt mode because he never transformed in G1 and he never had a toy, so... Horns or hoofs, yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, that sounds cool. You could do it up like a knight character. I think that's pretty much it for the movie, though, hey? There's nothing else really to talk about, I think. No, that's it. Okay. Okay. Like that? Yeah, I think that's right. Oh, that's weird. Look at... This was on the instruction... Or this was a problem with the instructions on Tuesday. The coloring is a little bit off here, I think. It's kind of funny. Oh yeah, the Leader Thundertron. I like a lot. It's cool that they're homaging some of the Robots in Disguise 2015 characters as well. Because those designs, while the show wasn't the best, the designs for the Decepticons at least were, dare I say, peak. Oops. Yeah, well, it's not that big of a deal if the coloring is slightly off. I still know what pieces I need and whatever, so it's not that big of a deal. What else did they reveal? Oh yeah, there was the Bumblebee. It looks pretty good. What else? Ooh, nice. Yeah, the Star Seekers. They're probably the most underused faction, but also the coolest faction in Transformers. Like, I've kind of thought that Thundertron is like, well, and the rest of the Star Seekers, I guess, are like bots who went away from Cybertron before the war, or to escape the war or something like that. And they are so much more knowledgeable about space and stuff, right? They've been to like multiple galaxies or whatever. Oh yeah, okay. Well, the Slipstream one, I think is a little interesting because you'd think that it would be animated Slipstream or Cyberverse Slipstream, but it looks like it's just Slipstream. Like, it's just a figure of Slipstream. It's not from a specific universe. Which then, you can be like, oh, this is animated Slipstream, but it's also Cyberverse Slipstream, right? But I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I think that's a little weird. And then the G1 Optimus, I think I'll just have to see what it is because I'm not really sure what they're gonna do with that. But yeah, I'll just have to see what it looks like. Really interesting. I have done a little research on the Star Seekers, and it seems like what's his name? Cannonball is generally Thundertron's second in command. Ooh. There we go. Thundertron and not Thundertron, Cannonball and Ferrac are generally a part of the Star Seekers. That's true. I never realized that about Legacy Alita and Lockdown. Lockdown, I feel like, is kind of more homaging the old movie toy design. But the Alita, yeah, is kind of doing its own thing. That's interesting. And yeah, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that Slipstream isn't belonging to a specific universe or something, but it just seems a little odd that it's not, animated Slipstream or whatever. What bag? Number 3. 2 more bags to go. Oh, I just realized this guy's out of frame. There we go. Yeah, that's fair. Well, I think the fun thing about a character you don't know about is you can kind of make up your own backstory for them, right? I could be wrong, but I want to say that Cannonball is kind of like Starscream in that he's sort of a traitorous, sneaky, conniving second in command to Thundertron. Yeah. That's an interesting perspective. But I think Cannonball? Probably. I don't know that I really like the idea of Cannonball being a traitorous second in command, because, again, that's just Starscream, right? I think I did actually, or maybe, oh, maybe it's not that he's traitorous. Maybe it's that, I don't know. It was a little bit ago that I read about the Star Seekers. But I think Therak and, or Farak, I guess is what they called him in the stream. Farak and Cannonball, I think, kind of fight each other for leadership, I think, or not leadership, but like second in command, right? Of the Star Seekers. Which I think is interesting and unique. A little bit of infighting. Which there always seems to be. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think with Farak too. Oh, whoops. There we go. I think something fun you can do with him is because he's so much bigger. Well, because he's like the same size as Thundertron, I guess. You can have size be a factor on, Farak and Cannonball fighting over being in second in command, right? Yeah. That's completely fair. Basically, the only thing I know about Farak is he's a repaint of Cyclonus. That's pretty much it. And what I've already said. Come on. There we go. Oh, these are cool. It's 3x1s of this, like, I don't know if you want to call it chair piece. I've only seen 2x1 and 4x1 versions of these, but I've never seen a 3x1 version. So this is kind of cool. Are there any other? What else did they reveal? There's the Gamer Edition Decepticon Soldier. Which I'll just straight up say I don't really have an opinion on because I haven't played the Cybertron games. I just, not that I think it's bad again, like I said before, but it's just, I don't have an opinion on it because I don't have a connection to the games, so. But what else is there? I feel like there's Wasn't there movie stuff? Oh, whoops. It's supposed to be only 2. Wasn't there movie stuff that they revealed? Oh, there. Yeah, that's right. Studio series Bumblebee movie. Oh, that's okay. I don't know what you might have missed though. I was just remembering that. Well, remembering all the stuff that they showed off in the last stream that they did Tuesday. There's the Bumblebee movie Skywarp. I guess. Wait, they don't. Yeah, I put this on prematurely. Probably shouldn't put it on yet. What else is there? What is it? Steeljaw. The 86 Steeljaw. Oh, I did not build that right. I think he looks pretty cool. It's cool that he comes with one of those speakers for Blaster. But I don't have Blaster, so... that just... Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't even know Slipstream was in IDW. Wait, what? Oh, I built this wrong, too. Oh, my goodness. I'm getting way ahead of myself here. Oh, yeah. Cyberverse, I think, is the best version of Slipstream. Again, I don't know what IDW did with her, but Slipstream being like a second in command to Starscream, I think is an interesting idea. Especially, I think it's a little humorous because then you have like Starscream, who's a second in command, and then... Oh, interesting. But yeah, you have Slipstream, who's a second in command, to Starscream, who's a second in command. So I think that's a little funny. A second in command, who's a second in command. Or a second in command to a second in command, I guess. I think what they should do with the Seekers is have a show that's just all about the Seekers. The studio series Bumblebee. Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. Yeah. Bumblebee looks pretty good for what it is. I don't have... He's not amazing, I guess. I don't know. Again, I guess I'm just all Bumblebeed out, so... Yeah, a show about the Seekers, and I don't want to say that it'd be like a sitcom, but because each of the characters has like a really unique personality, they have to do something with the Seekers, I think. Maybe. I've thought it would be a fun idea to do a sort of like, well, okay, so this is like getting into my headcanon in my universe, but I like the idea for a Seeker show that you have Thundercracker and Skywarp, and they've both are training to be a part of Starscream's armada, right? And so you have those two, Skywarp and Thundercracker, and also all the other Seekers, right? Hot Link, Acid Storm, the Coneheads, right? They're all training under Slipstream to join Starscream's armada, and throughout the show, right? You wouldn't see Starscream until like the very end, which is like sort of a induction day, right? Into Starscream's armada. It would be like a season finale sort of thing, right? Starcrackers, right? Movie about all of them, or they can make a show about him making a movie. That would be cool. That would actually be pretty interesting. If it's more meta with Thundercracker filming them all and stuff, that would be interesting. Then it could be like a sitcom, like or a mockumentary, like The Office, or something like that. That would be interesting. I would probably watch that. No, like that. There we go. Turn the page first, then put them on. And here it is. There we go. Right. There we go. The Shockwave would be pretty cool, yeah. Angry Birds Transformers? How how have they not done anything, right? With Angry Birds Transformers. If they're truly celebrating every single thing, every single show, video game, with legacy and studio series for 40 years, right? Then they have to do something with Angry Birds Transformers. The fans will riot. I'm sorry, Hasbro, but we'll riot if there's nothing Angry Birds Transformers. And I realize that, they probably have to talk to Rovio about it, right? To do toys, but come on. Just one figure, right? Like just Optimus Prime. Just do Optimus Prime and we'll be good. In other news, or in other changing the subject, I'll say, look at this little guy. I love this. They recruited one of these little aliens to be a little assistant or something. I love this. His little arms, they look so goofy. We'll put him over there. Yeah, it would be some very interesting engineering. I agree with that. Could present some new challenges and they could probably learn a lot from it. Yeah, I know. They got their own little helmet, their own spacesuit. It's so good. Oh yeah, they also showed off Studio Series Springer. I think it looks pretty good. Again, most of these, well, the thing is that, like, I'm not gonna get, oh, I built this wrong. I'm not gonna get the Bumblebee, and I'm probably not gonna get the Springer, so my opinions on these are just, looks good, next, you know? Anyway. What are your thoughts on the new CBF? Ooh. The new Space CMF this might be a hot take, but I think it is one of the best CMFs Lego has ever done. No, I'm not I'm not biased. I'm definitely not biased, but I definitely want more than one of each of those figures. Or at least more than one of some of those figures. What is there? There's, well, all the classic space ones, or, well, it's not classic space, but, you know, M-Tron, the Blacktron one, those will be very cool to get duplicates of. My favorite, I think, again, I'm not biased, but I think my favorite figure in the series is the Beetlezoid, because it's a reference to Galaxy Squad. It's a new, like, insectoid race or something, right? I love that so much. Galaxy Squad is so underrated, and I just love when Lego references it. Makes my day. Yeah, the robot penguin, I love. The UFO costume person is very clever, I think. All the minifigures are really good, in my opinion. I think that's my rant, though, or my 2 cents about the series. Yeah, the alien tourist. That's another one that I think would be fun to get duplicates of, just to make a whole family, right? Would be really funny, I think. A whole family of alien tourists. Oh, the what's it called? Imposter. Army of tourists. Yeah, exactly. But the imposter, uh, with the tiny aliens that go inside and pilot the fake person. I love that idea. Just so many good ideas with this series. Yeah, I know. I know. That's what it's called on the Lego website, though. So, what are you going to do? If only the series came out, like, when that meme was relevant. This is the last sticker. There we go. All right, where does this go? Right there. We're almost done. Here we go. It's always a good day when there's no more stickers. Unless, of course, you like stickers. In which case, more power to you. Ooh. Oh, okay, never mind. I see what this is. A little stand for one of the batteries. Interesting. Maybe it's like a spare battery that they can take with them while they're out exploring. Unless they're good job stickers. Yeah, exactly. Those are the best kind of stickers. A little microscope. Interesting. I've never realized how much easier it is to build a building out of Lego versus a vehicle until now. I can just I can keep it on the table and not have to hold it up to put something on the bottom, or, I can just keep it on the table and don't have to move it around so much. That's good. Legacy Shadow Striker is one that I've thought about getting, But, I mean, I don't think I've seen her in my area even, so... Wait, did I build that right? Hold on. Oh, no, I did. Okay, cool. Yeah, she's completely inaccurate, yeah. It's whatever. They just did that so that they could make, what's his face? Sideburn, I think it is, right? So... But at least it's a Shadow Striker, right? Oh, yeah? Interesting. I never looked at it as a trench coat. But, oops. I don't have her in hand, so I'm sure in hand it does look like a trench coat. That would be cool. Well, I feel like with the Junkions and stuff that they did, was that last year, I think? It would have been so easy for them to do Shadow Striker and, like, you could even take her apart and stuff, right? I mean, not that, you want to or whatever, but... I feel like that would have been really easy for them to do, but whatever. Yeah, well, sometimes I have good ideas, I guess. What else? What else? Oh, this past Thursday, I guess it was. Yeah, a week ago. Wow. I saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And I thought it was a very good movie. Not the best movie ever, but definitely worth watching and worth watching again. Yeah, I've only seen all three movies from the modern trilogy. And I would say that Kingdom is about... It's either just as good as Rise or slightly better, in my opinion. I think that's why I sort of have a hard time watching it, because it's like I would watch it, but also, old. I don't say that to be rude, but older movies can look a little funky sometimes, so... Yeah, it's not better than War for the Planet of the Apes, and it's not better than Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, in my opinion, but it's still worthy to be called an Apes movie, I would say. My thoughts on the Jurassic Park trilogy? It's been a little bit since I've seen the Jurassic Park movies, but I like the first one. The second and third one, I don't remember at all. I remember one of them has a Spinosaurus. I think that's the third one, right? I don't know. Well, I don't know what to say about the trilogy, but I like dinosaurs, so. Let's see here. There we go. Ah, there we go, and it connects in there. Nice. And it looks like that is the end. Yeah, Spinosaurus used to be, I don't know if it still is, because there's a lot of cool dinosaurs out there, but Spinosaurus definitely, at the very least, used to be my favorite dinosaur. But there it is. We're all finished. I think, no wait, maybe it goes like this. Yeah, it does go like that. Ah, stand up. There we go. Ta-da! We're all done. And we can take a look inside too. Wait, where does it? Oh yeah, it opens right here. There we go. Yeah, it's you got a lot of cool stuff inside. There's a battery here. This is like a sciencey area. They're analyzing these crystals and using them for power, it looks like. And then this is obviously a bed where someone can sleep, if you can get someone in there. Ugh. Get in there. Hold on, let's see. If I do that. There we go. There. Someone can sleep there. I think this is supposed to be a shower. We can put our little alien buddy in there. He's having a shower. Yeah, I don't know if it's supposed to be a tree. I think it is just a rock structure with like plants coming off of it. But I guess it could be a tree. I think they built this thing around it though, right? So that they can harvest the crystals from it that they can use for energy, right? For their power. Oh, he doesn't really fit here. Not quite. There we go. Whatever. We'll put him down here. He's taking a shower. Yeah, these dome pieces are really cool. It gives very old space vibes, I'd say. Classic space and the such. To me, this is a basketball hoop. So they can play basketball. Coffee cup. This could either be just storage or like a microwave. And then on this side, this is interesting. Looks like you've got like some kind of communications here. Somebody's talking to someone else. And here, looks like you've got a file with like a plant on it. That's interesting. Or a leaf, I mean. Huh. Interesting. Space basketball. I feel like it would be kind of anticlimactic though, because you'd be like dribble the ball and jump. And throw the ball in. And then the ball would go. It would fall like so slowly. Depends the gravity of the planet, but yeah. And then we'll take these guys out. If we close this up, on the outside, we've got this door with a hatch, which is pretty cool. I like that they used these pieces, or this piece, for the hatch. It's smart. And obviously you have this door that I showed earlier, the opening and closing door. And this is also cool. This guy in a wheelchair in space, I'm not quite sure how practical that is, but, you know, he's here, he's in space, and he's got his own little mini ship thing. I can like fly over to the other lab or their home base or something, and then park. And the interesting thing to note with this is that there isn't any power cells on it. There's none of these batteries on it anywhere. There's no place to put them, right? So, but the fact that there's these here tells me that while this vehicle is sitting here, it's charging, right? Using these power cells that are there. And I think that that's it. That's it, that's all for this set. And that's it, that's all for the sets that I have to build. This was the last one. So until I get more space sets, or maybe something else, I don't know, open minifigures maybe? That'd be kind of cool. Until then, I think this stream is over. So get your final thoughts out. And yeah. See ya.